We are headed into the final week of the NFL regular season, and it features some big games with big playoff implications. So here's the picture right now. In the NFC, all 6 teams are set. The Panthers and Cardinals hold the top 2 spots, followed by Green Bay, Washington, Minnesota, and Seattle. But those seeds could change after Sunday night.
Things are a little less clear in the AFC. New England and the Broncos currently hold the top 2 slots. Cincinnati and the Chiefs also punch their tickets, and wins this week would send the Jets and Texans to the playoffs. But the Steelers and Colts are still in the hunt. With so much in the balance, we turn to Amy Lawrence, host of After Hours with Amy Lawrence on the CBS Sports Radio Network. Amy, good morning.
Good morning. Happy New Year.
This is a big weekend.
Oh, yes.
Take us through.
They're all big, honestly.
You're right. But take us through the AFC playoff picture.
Okay.
The Jets and the Texans, how do they clinch at this point?
They just need to win. Take care of your own business. You're in the driver's seat. You control your own fate. It's as easy and as simple as that. But really, nothing in the NFL ever goes according to script.
Yeah.
So I would expect chaos. I say it all the time on my show that crazy is the new normal in the NFL. But if the Jets and Texans win, they're in.
Well, the Jets are also playing with Fitzpatrick, and a lot of people say the Texans are in a division that's just not as strong. Do you think either of those are factors?
The Texans have made themselves the top team in a division that for a lot of the season was all below 500. They've done it by starting 4 different quarterbacks, so give them credit for having the resiliency to rise above that adversity. As for the Jets, it's a great little soap opera, as you talked about.
Yeah.
Ryan Fitzpatrick was there before. Rex Ryan's the former coach of the Jets, now with the Bills, and he's been trolling them all season, but the Jets have won 5 in a row, although, as you know, Buffalo would like nothing better not going to the playoffs than to take out the Jets, so there's a lot of drama in that game specifically.
This could be the first time since 2011 that the Colts don't make the playoffs.
Right.
But there's some very interesting what-ifs that might send them in.
9 of them. 9 things have to happen for them to make the playoffs. And if they don't, their head coach is a dead man walking. He already knows, actually, that he's not going to be returning to the Colts if they don't win. I would say, though, that the possibilities are slim.
So we're looking at the 9 things that have to happen?
Right.
Wow.
So the NFC field is set with the Packers and the Vikings game tomorrow night. So what's at stake in that matchup?
Well, that determines who wins the division title, which means you get to host a playoff game. So that's huge. It's so competitive. And while home teams are not guaranteed anything, the fact that the Packers are hosting the Vikings, they have had 11 wins in the last 12 games at Green Bay against Minnesota. So it's a nice edge for them. But both these teams have major flaws, so they would love to be at home for the first round of the playoffs.
Stop Adrian Peterson also,
sure,
even though it's at home. Yeah.
At 30 years old, considered over the hill as a running back in the NFL, but is about to win another rushing title.
All right, so it seems to me that what this is really all about in the end is who's hot and who's healthy going into the playoffs. As we look at the NFC, what do you see on that side?
Well, the NFC has 2 really strong teams in the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers, who just lost their first game last year. Very strong defense, is extremely balanced. If they meet in the NFC Championship, that would be amazing. Right now, they have the byes, so top 2 seeds in the NFC.
Well, what about the AFC side?
The AFC still has 2 playoff spots up for grabs, as we've talked about, but the best team, and probably my favorite story of the year in the NFL, is the Chiefs. They started out 1-5. They've now won 9 in a row, but even better, they have a player, a Pro Bowl safety, who beat Hodgkin's lymphoma, just got diagnosed about a year ago, beat it in 9 months. He talks about the days when 9 push-ups, 10 push-ups was his only goal, and now he's back playing in the NFL at the highest level.
Quickly, Amy, what's your Super Bowl?
My Super Bowl, I'm going to go with the Cardinals. And a dartboard in the AFC. You could throw a dart and pick a team in the
smart,
AFC.
Because we hold people to their predictions, so that's a very smart way to get around.
Lawrence, thanks so much for being with us. And a reminder, NFL coverage here on CBS starts tomorrow at noon Eastern with the NFL Today.